What's up guys, DIY Salvage Guy here, and welcome back to another episode of my channel. Today's episode we're going to be going over the hood. You guys have seen a couple of videos and pictures of the hood that was on the vehicle originally. It's aluminum, so that gives me a little bit of problems with it, so I wasn't able to fix it, although I did try. I tried some plastic pull tabs with the glue, and since it's aluminum I couldn't use any of the stud welders that I was able to get. So one thing led to another and I wound up trying to source a hood. I wasn't able to find anything that was relatively cheap, unfortunately, but one did come up and it was relatively close. It took about an hour to get there, and it was literally the only one within 500 miles. So I went up there. Shout out to Auto Haas for actually having it. And it has a little bit of damage on it, but it's something that will allow me to kind of expand on my skills a little bit. So while my car is black, it's not the same color as the hood. My car is a Phantom Black Pearl, and this is just a brilliant black. So I do need to sand it down and make sure that I repaint it, which is good. It gives me a little bit more experience with all of this and everything as well. So there's a big scratch in there. I will show you guys that. So I'm going to sand that down. Hopefully it's not down to the metal or anything, and basically just sanding it down will get rid of it. So that's going to be on today's agenda, and basically just getting this hood ready for paint. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, throw me some comments down below, make sure your post notifications are on, and also make sure you guys are following me over on Instagram, because I do post content on there quicker than it makes its way over to YouTube. So here's a shot of the old hood. I got it off already. And so you can see, you guys have seen this a couple times already. So it's got a big dent in here. We tried to pull this out, no dice with that. You got another little dent here, nothing with that. And it's creased here as well. That might just be the paint, but I wasn't able to get any of this out. I think that if I was able to get to the other side of this, we'd be able to hammer it out and would have been a lot easier. But since the hood is actually just sealed on the inside, it's two pieces of metal kind of just fused together, we weren't able to do anything. I never really messed with this edge. It was something that was always going to be a problem getting it to reshape. And these are the dents that I did try to pull out, and that one over there. And it was just beyond my skill set. Wasn't able to do it. So, like I said, I learned, I tried, just didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. Just showed you guys the close-up of the old hood. Someone with more bodywork experience would definitely be able to fix this. I still think that they can, but it's not something that I can do. Aluminum is very fussy to work with to begin with, and the fact that I can't get to the other side without drilling holes or cutting out things and welding them back in, that's another problem. So I'm going to see if I could sell this, give it to someone that maybe wants to try to repair it, give them a good price on it, and see what they can do with it. So if anyone needs an A7 hood and wants to do some body work with it, let me know. To a junkyard and I picked up a used hood. I'm pretty sure it was in an accident. I wasn't able to tell that when I got it because it was raining, and I didn't do my due diligence when I was getting it. So, but either way, it was cheaper than the hood that we would have got from the dealer by about half. So I'm alright with it. Either way, what we're gonna have to do is we have a couple scratches on here that we're gonna have to sand out and buff out. And it's kind of better off that way anyway, because I'm still trying to learn, and a hood with very minor damage is good for something that I'm trying to get, trying to gain experience on. I don't want anything too damaged like my old hood. I'm never going to be able to repair something like that, not yet anyway. So we're going to be sanding this down. We're going to be taking the scratch down. I'll show you guys that in a second. And we're going to be sanding the whole thing down. We're going to get it up to primer, and hopefully we'll be painting this thing pretty soon, guys. So we have a couple little stone chips here. If you guys can see that one right here. Not too much damage, nothing some paint won't fix, but. And then the other area of concern right here is a little scratch that we have. It looks like it's just up to the clear coat, right through the clear coat. So not a big deal. I already went down or sprayed it down with some wax and grease remover. So should have a nice clean surface to work off of, and we'll get started on that now. So we're going to start with a 240 grit and see what kind of damage it takes out. So as you guys can see, that scratch came right out, so there's no remarks, no nothing, so very happy with that. We should be able to sand the rest of this down now. So just hit the DA with the 240. Now I'm going to go over it with by hand and just smooth out any spots that I missed with the 240. Mostly just around the edges. I don't want to stay on there too long, so on my block, I'm just going to hit it real quick. Mostly the edges and a couple spots where it comes up, but you should be able to see pretty well what I missed. That's going to do it for today's episode, guys. This is a little bit of a quick one. I wanted to go over the hood and everything and basically just show you guys that I did try to fix it. I wasn't able to, and I did have to outsource it. So these hoods are extremely expensive. I searched a really long time in order to get one. I even messed with aftermarket hoods, but the fact that it's a hood and it's aluminum made the shipping very expensive on top of the hood being expensive itself. I did mess with possibly getting a carbon fiber hood, but it was like $650 just to get it shipped. So I wound up getting this one, and I'll let you guys know the price in my price reveal episode and everything, but I'm pretty happy with the way that it came out. It gives me the opportunity to learn a new skill with painting. I do have to paint the bumper, but this allows me to expand on that skill a little bit. So I'm happy with it. Could have got a new one, but the new one was about $2,500. There's really no reason to do that. So if you guys are new here, make sure you like, subscribe, throw me some comments, make sure your post notifications are on, and also make sure you guys are following me over on Instagram. To all my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support me.